Good evening. It's a very late evening. Oh, it's 10 to 10. I've got a new GoPro. Well, it's a second-hand GoPro, but I've got another GoPro. I've come away this weekend. I've met up with my mate Damon. Well, I did meet him this evening. Now he's gone back home. And I'm away for the weekend, so I have no agenda this weekend. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. We'll have to see how it goes. Anyway. So, see you in the morning. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. Oh, smelly. Yeah.
Good morning, most lovely people. I hope you slept better than I did. I decided to get up early this morning and crack on with some of the other videos I had to make. I had my breakfast, got my cameras out, and just cracked on with it. While in the lay-by, there were lots of funny comings and goings. Several cars came and went, and then returned again. Notice the car in front. This has been there for quite some time. I thought it was probably dumped. That's very strange. The bloke's filling up the dustbin over here with his rubbish. That's the second time he's turned up now, and he's parked there. He's taken 2 bags of rubbish at the back, and he's put them by the wheelie bin that's outside in the lay-by for people to put their general rubbish in. And the bloke's obviously been driving from somewhere, and now he's putting some more rubbish there. Why didn't he just take it down to him? Or put it out for the bin men? I don't get it. I don't understand it. That was very interesting. I decided to move from the lay-by. There was quite a few undesirables, I guess you could probably call them. This other car pulled up behind me. A couple of blokes got out the back of the car, walked round my van, and they didn't know I was in here, and they kept looking around all sheepish like, and started nosing around the car in front of me. I'm assuming they probably wanted to pinch it or pinch something off it, I don't know, but anyway, one of the blokes sort of half spotted me. He's like, ooh, and then they went and then they quickly got back in the car. Anyway, they didn't leave then, they just stayed there. I thought, I'm not going to stay here anymore. I'm not going to stay here another night. Sod that, because there was nobody else in the lay-by last night. Or not as far as I know. I mean, I suppose they could have been. It was dark, I couldn't see. When I got up this morning, it was just the car in front of me that was dumped or parked or whatever, and the one behind, and there was nothing behind. Basically, if I was going to be the same, I'd have been on my own in this big lay-by, which was off the road. I didn't feel that safe there, which is the first time I've ever felt like that, ever. You've got a gut instinct that tells you something ain't right here. And earlier on there was another bloke as well. He came about 3 or 4 times, up and down, up and down. He stopped at one point, again behind me, got out of his car, stood there having a fag, staring at his phone, kept staring at the van, and then got back in the car after he'd finished his smoke and drove off. I thought that was a bit weird as well. I mean, I guess he could have been meeting somebody, but something ain't right here, something's a bit fishy. Do you know what I mean? You can like smell something, you know, it ain't right. So I thought, right, that's it, sod it, I'm going. So I've come just down the road to a little, I think it's a little village, sort of hamlet place called Whiteminster, and it's right by the canal. I went out for a walk with Ellie just now, but it was too dark, hence is why I didn't bring the GoPro with me. Hopefully tomorrow morning, if it's nice, I'll take you out and we'll go and explore a little bit, and we'll go and have a look round. So until then, see you in the morning. Ready to go out. Ellie's ready to go out, look. You ready, Ellie? You're ready to go out, aren't you? Ellie's ready. Right, let's go. Let's go and have a look at the canal. There's where I'm parked last night, look. There's a bit of an overflow there, look. I guess that's the overflow bit for the canal. Somebody else has parked up down here, look. I think this is like a public right of way down here. What we got? Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Courtesy of the landowner. Highways Act. I didn't try down there. I'm guessing you could probably park down there, I don't know. I haven't tried it. There's a lot of people, maybe they're going to church or something down there, I don't know. But there's the canal, look. They've put a non-opening bridge across the canal here, so basically this is where the canal ends. It doesn't go any further. It stops here. This is the end. This is the end. I guess there must have been lock gates or something here once upon a time, and it used to carry on a lot further than this. Does that go to Seoul? That might go to Seoul Junction down there. I can't remember now. I'll put a little map up on the screen now and show you where it goes. But there's the other end. There's the other end. This no longer goes anywhere now. This is disused, this end. But as you can see, it's still got the banks and everything on either side. But there's no like there's no like edging to it. It's not very deep. It's not that deep. I mean, I guess you used to be able to walk along here once upon a time, but not anymore. You've got to go through all this mucky stuff now. I've been struggling to have anything to do anything. I'm really struggling at the moment. I've got no enthusiasm for anything. Look at that. There's some sort of bridgey thing there, look. I guess that's part of the overflow for the what's the name? The canal. My brain's not working today. It's not working today. Well, look at that. It's it looks canalish, doesn't it? There's some sort of sluice thing over there. But oh, hold on a minute. That goes under the canal, so it's not an overflow then. Oh, that's interesting. There's the river goes under the canal. I think, well, this used to carry on along here, obviously being part of the canal, but obviously you can't get through anymore. They can't bring any boats through here because the bridge goes across the road over there, which is over there. Yeah, that's some sort of a weir or something in there. I guess it's where the rivers meet the canal network. I guess the water that's fed into the canal system is obviously renewed all the time, so they obviously have to connect it in with the rivers network. Otherwise it'd go all stagnant and horrible, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it's obviously got to be fed from somewhere. If you had a drought or something, it'd dry up. Which wouldn't be very good, wouldn't it? Lots of interesting bags of dog poo. I've no idea what that is. What's in this? This is the weir thingy in here, look. So it's quite interesting, look. Oh. I don't know where it goes. I'm guessing that that river, or whatever it is, originally used to match up here. Yeah, this is where we are, look. This is the Thames and Severn Way. So I'm assuming that that's that part of the Thames. This is what I found really interesting. Was that there's part of the lock. Look. Little now. This actually used to be a lock. I'm guessing there was some more lock gates there, but these still work. Look, look. They still move. Look at that. That's wicked. Look, they all still move. Look at that. Ebden Bridge. Oh, that's awesome. Callis Mill. Oh, sad really, isn't it? It's sad. But it's interesting, isn't it? Really interesting. So I have no idea where this used to go. I mean, obviously it must have gone somewhere, because you wouldn't have a lock gate ringing into nowhere. But as you can see now, it finishes. This is it. It finishes here.
The canal was known as the Stroudwater Navigation. Work started in 1730 and it was officially opened in 1779. Originally it had 12 locks in total, covering approximately 8.2 miles with a rise of 31.2 metres. Stroudwater Navigation Canal originally linked the River Severn to Stroud, carrying mainly coal. The section we see here is where the River Frome connected the canal. The stretch of canal was highly prosperous until a shorter route between Bristol and London was used, using the Kennet and Avon Canal that was opened in 1830. The last toll was paid in 1941 and most of the canal was formally abandoned by an Act of Parliament granted in 1954. There is no link now available to Stroud, as part of the canal was completely filled in and it is now being cut in half by the M5.
When I was very little, my father used to have a boat, and then we used to go out on the boat when I was very little. But I was very, very little, and he used to do deep sea diving with one of those big old diving bell things with the big lead boots and all that sort of stuff. Which and I had to pump this air compressor thing by hand to pump oxygen air down the pipe into the diving suit, which is what they used to do those then back in the 70s. Yeah, it was quite interesting. By what I can remember, I was very young, so I've not got much of a memory of it really. It's obviously disused, definitely for sure, because for one there's no boats on it, and it looks very unkept. It's all full of rubbish, well, full of branches and stuff. I wish I'd been able to see a map really of what it was like before, or to see where it went. So, oh, we got another bridge, concrete thingy there, look. Well, there's no sign of any lock gates or anything, is there? Nothing like that here. Oh, I don't know what that is. Some sort of old bygone age thing. Interesting though, isn't it? To think what used to be a canal is it's not there anymore. There must have been so many miles
miles and miles and miles of canal networks all over the country. You know, back from the early turn of the century and from the late 18th century. Obviously there was so much stuff. I mean, that was your modern motorways, wasn't it? In those days. You know, that was a way of transporting things. After a nice walk, it was time to pack up and head home. While heading home, I decided I'd pop into Stroud and have a look at what was left of the canal system from the other end. Yes, I'm in Stroud, or near Stroud. And this is what's left of the canal. They've got boats down here, but I don't believe there's actually any way of getting here. I don't think you can actually. I think this is like closed off. They call this the Stroudwater something or other. I can't remember what it's called now. And this used to go where we were just now. There's some lock gates down there, look, and that goes into Stroud city centre that way. I do believe it only goes so far down there, and then it's all filled in. So this is the last bit, I think. So anyway, let's go down and have a look. Come on then, we'll walk down this way and have a look. But it's nice they've kept some of it, even if there isn't much left. It's nice that there's yeah, what a fascinating old boat. 80 to 90 years old, eh? Look at that. Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? So that's what used to go up and down here then. Many, many years ago. There's like a little slip thing there for getting your boat in and out. Ah, oh, that's useful then. What's that? Persons using slipway jetting to reduce so at their own risk. Oh, well, that's nice though. Because at least you can still use it, which is nice. So I guess you could probably park here and then maybe canoe into Stroud, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Stroud and District Angling Association. Ah, so what that is then. It's lovely, isn't it? I think there's always something very relaxing about the canals. Stables. This was a lock keeper's house. Look, there's a weir. Oh look, there's the old lock. So they would have had gates on here then. Oh, nothing left now. What they got left there now? Not a lot. Just where was the gate? Oh, I suppose. Oh, there you see. The gates would have been in there then, I guess. Not anymore. Just the river now. This goes into River Stroud, is it? And this was known as Pike Lock then. This was I think it said this was Pike Cottage or something. What a lovely old building, isn't it? Look at that. Pike Cottage. Don't tell me you need Pike. Oh look, Pike Bridge. Oh, there's the other gate there. Look. Ooh. I can't walk in that. It gives me the wibblies. Because I don't do heights. I'm not very good with heights. Ah, let's have a look down there. Look at that. So you'd have they'd have filled that up and then you'd have sailed up over the top of that, look. So you'd have had a gate at that end and obviously a gate at this end. Ah. I'm assuming this is the
I'm assuming this is the right height, this bridge, unless they built another one, I don't know. Anyway, let's go down here that way. Oh, what does it say? It's something, Chairman something or other. Pikes Bridge 2005. Country Roads Agency. Oh, I'll have a look at that on the way back. Looks like it was rebuilt then. Oh, what a mess. Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Oh, it's sad. Look at this. This is all that's left. Oh, what a shame. So just think all the old, this was all disused back in 1954, I think they did away with all this. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a new bridge, isn't it? This is a new bridge. So this was built back in 2005, this bridge. So as to whether this was the same height, I don't know, probably not. Ah, no, you can see there, look, there's part of the old bridge here, look. See that bit there, look, some old, these stones up here. Obviously used to have a big archway up over. Ah, interesting though, isn't it? It's sort of sad in a way. Look at, I mean, look at it now. But this was built in 1700 and something, 1774 or something like that. They started building this, and it went into disuse back in 1954. That's when they stopped using it. But I don't know. I always thought the boating industry made, you know, the canals and stuff like that. I always thought they made quite a lot of money. Oh, I always thought they would have. Oh, shame, isn't it? You know, so you know, you think they'd have carried on going, you know? Yeah, this they also disused the rest of this when they put in the M5. If you have a look at the map now, I shall put up on the screen, you'll see where this canal used to join up with the other bit that we looked at earlier, the piece that we went on earlier on. This is where it joined up. They've redone this piece here, look, they've put a new path in for people to walk on. I guess it must have all slipped away. Oh, there's like a loading bit there, look, like a cut out piece. See that there, look? I can't remember what they used to bring here. They used to bring stuff to Stroud. It's another old lock, look. All gone now and disused. And obviously that's right. There was 12 locks on this stretch up through here. I can't remember how high it went, but there was quite a drop between here and between Stroud and the Severn, I believe. So there was actually 12 locks in total. But it's quite sad, isn't it? You know, I mean, look at it now. You know, after the last however many years, it's gradually disappeared, and it's sort of it's just everything's collapsed, and there's nothing left. I thought it was quite sad, really. What a shame. There's the footpath goes up that way, which obviously isn't the way the canal went. The canal obviously used to come here. But what's this then? Ah, was this some sort of, this must have been some kind of sluice. This must have been some kind of sluice for the canal. this bit opened out, so they obviously... Now that's the, is it the River Stroud? I think that's the River Stroud through here. This is the River Stroud, I believe. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. So this is where the river used to intersect with the canal. And obviously there's an old canal bridge over there. So the canal obviously used to go through here. Obviously from there up through there. As you can see, there's nothing else left. It's all gone. I suppose we could go along. Let's go along and have a look at this bridge. See what's down here. Come on then. Whoa. Ooh. So this, I'm now standing in the canal that was. And it used to go down through there. And it's all gone. And this is the last bit here now. They're obviously there. Until we go back to the bit I showed you earlier. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? An interesting bit of history. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Yeah. Lovely night, guys. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And share the vid if possible. Share it with your mates if you liked it. And hopefully I can continue to do some more. Anyway, lovely night, guys. Have a great rest of the day. And see you next one.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and click the bell icon. If you want regular updates, head over to my website. Over there you'll see stay updated on every video. Put your email address in there and submit, and you'll get a regular update to every video I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Please like and subscribe and share the video, and I will see you in the next vid.